Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Don't be trapped by dogma, which is living with the results of other people's thinking. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your own inner voice. And most important, have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. They somehow already know what you truly want to become.
In the short segment there by Steve Jobs, he is telling the Stanford students to follow their dreams and never let anyone hold them back. One important thing to realize about success is that it is different for all people. In the picture shown, National Geographic captures the first American to climb Mount Everest. Many people would consider climbing Mount Everest a success, however others find it dangerous, risky, and unnecessary. This is the reason behind why many people would define success differently. One man from the US might want to become a world-class lawyer, while a woman from Italy might have the dream of traveling the world. Two very different forms of success, but still the same concept. When attempting success, most people also create goals for themselves in order to reach success. We often think about our goals and what we want to do with our life, which is why there is a businessman in the photo. He represents the person who becomes so focused on his work and success that he does not realize what is going on in the present. A famous line of football coach Jim Mora describes that situation perfectly.
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game.
Looking into the future can help set goals. However, success is more commonly reached through small steps in the present. In the case of Jim Mora, he just wants to win a game, one step of success, so he can in turn make the playoffs. Then there are the many ways success can be reached. In the book Outliers by Malcolm Gladwell, he depicts the perfect setup for success is to take opportunities in a subject that the person likes. This formula allows people to work hard at something they like doing and in an easier fashion. This photo of the Beatles is one of their more famous ones. One reason many people believe the Beatles became so good is because they took the opportunity to perform in Germany before they became world famous. In Germany, they performed over 10,000 hours in concert, allowing them to practice and become as good as they eventually did. Gladwell, the author of Outliers, often goes back to the 10,000 hour rule and explains how it goes without fail. All of the greatest musicians, professional in sports, or even in a job, 10,000 hours are required in order to achieve success. And through all of this, I realized that determination and hard work can lead people straight to success. Then there are the favorite sources of mine and how they relate to success. In Steve Jobs' speech, he discusses multiple topics, including connecting the dots, love and loss, and death. The speech is around Jobs' life, starting with his birth and his early life, all the way to his present life. When connecting the dots, Jobs talks about how trust and how it is necessary in connecting the dots for the future, and planning is vital to success. When presenting his section in Love and Loss, he talks about his creation of Apple, along with how he was fired only a few years later from Apple. He turned his life around by creating Pixar, and eventually being rehired by Apple. Jobs then talks about his meeting with death and how luck and preparedness propelled him through the scary times. His main argument about success is to stick with the gut feeling and that sometimes spontaneous decisions can be the best ones. The non-fiction book Outliers, The Story of Success, analyzes the people who reach success and where the successors come from. The book starts with comparisons between hockey players and the days they were born, and then displays how players born earlier in the year achieve far better success normally. In the first section of the book, Gladwell continues to give examples of people more likely to succeed and ones that have succeeded. In the second half of his book, Gladwell transitions into discussing legacies and what they mean to people. He mainly focuses on past ancestors and what they have done to contribute to the way people react today. Gladwell discovered that IQs and professions often run through the family, producing easier success for someone and people. In Gladwell's final statements, he conveys that success is formed before some people are born, mentioning that success is not always hard work. The New York Times article, What Drives Success, by Amy Chua and Jed Rubenfield, discuss the background and success of particular groups of people. The newspaper article starts by comparing races and their average household income, including how Indian Americans make nearly twice as much as Americans. Throughout the article, Chua and Rubenfield continue to discuss about different racial stereotypes, along with the truth about stereotypes. Towards the end of the article, the writers discuss the reason behind success in different groups, including how it is possible for someone who is born into the right situation to not have to try to succeed. In the end of the article, however, the writers state that perseverance is necessary for success in the long term. In Arnold Schwarzenegger's USC commencement address, he declares the characteristics needed to achieve success. Arnold first discusses the need to trust people, so it is possible to know the surroundings to make it more comfortable to work. Schwarzenegger then conveys that it is necessary to break the rules and act differently, so different and more successful results are presented. Towards the end of his speech, Schwarzenegger claims that the largest success blocker is the fear of failure, which is the reason why failure cannot be feared. His final tip during his address to the USC students was that working hard is vital to success. He mentions that working hard keeps competitors away, leaving easy opportunity for success. Scott Orson wrote Ender's Game in the mid-'80s after his interest in sci-fi fiction was launched. The book itself is based around the success of a boy named Ender, who climbs the rank of a battle school. In the story, Ender faces many enemies, including his brother and the constant bullies around battle school. Ender, however, reacts greatly to this diversity and is made even stronger. This new strength contributes to his success. Ender becomes a higher and higher rank at a younger age than anyone, and the best as well. It is also easy to see Ender's success and emotion since it is written from his point of view. The lesson he provides from the book is to stay calm and confident when trying to achieve success. He also mentions that hard work is the only way to get there.